We will be discussing today about how to make different compositions in two dimension and how to use the process of abstraction word to be learned with comparison with something which is figurative. I mean abstract which is not figurative and figurative which resembles certain known figures like something look like Ganesha, something look like star, something look like peacock, or an actual photograph which gives you the meaning of it. So that is figurative. And abstract meaning it doesn't brain, even if brain works on it or keeps on seeing it, it's not difficult for us to decipher any meaning out of it. So that is called as abstract. And now this abstraction or seeing something abstract or learning something abstract or enjoying something abstract is some sort of a good habit for architects or those who are in building design. Now let me start with some of the slides and some of the pictures through which I'll be explaining you this learning compositions through process of abstraction. So let me share my screen for that purpose. Yeah. Now this is the first slide which says abstraction as a process of learning composition. Now, whenever you want to learn composition or whenever you want to have some sort of ability to make compositions, those compositions brain automatically cannot do it. For example, if I'll give you squares and rectangles and triangles or even a free lines and I'll ask you to do the compositions, your brain will not be able to do anything out of it. But if you follow this process of abstraction, you yourself will really surprise what kind of amazing compositions you could do it if you get it inspired or if you get it deciphered from the existing better composition. That will give you some sort of a skill to select some good composition and then try and convert it into something which is abstract. Because composition is something which is abstract. It has got no meaning in this. Composition is arrangement of shapes, forms, lines, colors, their proportion, their focal point, everything set. That is maybe applicable to a painting, maybe applicable to a building, that may be applicable to a photograph, or maybe applicable to anything. Like it's something like a classical music. In Raga Yaman, there can be so many songs which can be done, but Rag doesn't change. So the basic composition remains an abstract, and those compositional values or those compositional memories, you can absolutely create anything, whatever you want in design or in interior designing or architecture. Now thinking of composition and learning, now let's start seeing certain photographs. Now, these are the photographs which explain you something which is very emotional, something which is very provocative. The red color is also used, grey color is also used. You can see the three-dimensional perspective. You can see the emotions on the face. You can see these white bodies. All this you can see because this is from National Geographic, and there must be a beautiful article written on it and must be having some background. But remember, these all are photographs which are appearing in international magazines, done by international photographs, done by very costly branded cameras, and printing also done by experts. And whatever you see with the price of National Geographic of 126 rupees or whatever, it's much worth than that price. So it has a fantastic compositional value which is basically abstract. So when you watch the picture, you will have to start learning how to watch the picture, how to see the colors, how to see the perspective, how to see the lines into this, how to be aware of the colors, whether this beige color and this beige color and this red and this blue and this green or this white or how this black is different from this black. You will have to start noticing in this. Let's see some more pictures. Now this is also the picture where the contrast is very important. Huge mass of elephant with one texture here and another kind of a small baby which is just got scared, and you can see the expression, but you can see the texture, you can see the line, you can see these lines, you can see some geometric forms, you can see some non-geometrical forms, and entire thing has the basic principle of contrast, basic principle of something which is delicate, basic principle of combining something huge with something very small, and that becomes the entire picture very interesting, even though that meaning is not there, even though that elephant is replaced with grey mass, and if that small fingers or small lines or this thing is replaced with some delicate lines, that contrast will exist there. Similarly, there are certain pictures where the composition says the entire picture is having an interest, and you can see a small thing to large thing, combination of very small to large thing. Principle of radiation, something which is radiating, something they are fighting, but if you see this bird and his expression and everything, that has a meaning, but as a composition this is fantastic because it has got a continuity, it has got fantastic color schemes. Now that color schemes are not bound by hot color schemes and red color scheme and cool color scheme. No, color scheme doesn't require any labeling. You will see fantastic beige colors, fantastic brown colors, blue colors, grey colors, green colors, white, pure white, and this is pure white, and there are certain black also, and they are blended with each other. They don't stand like each tile. They are so very well blended, and it creates a beautiful picture plus composition. This now is something showing the layers of geology, rocks, water. See the number of colors, and entire thing is absolutely, you can call it something as a picturesque, like a picture. Now, how we try and decipher the basic picture into abstraction to make it more interesting. Now you see a simple family photograph of these two ladies. They are trying to take photograph in some valley at Khandala, and both wanted to see, this is called a selfie, and there are such apps available in which you will be able to abstract the digital abstraction. For example, this can be converted into simple line work, this can be converted into color clouds, this can be converted into some brush strokes, and this will keep on changing, and there are so many filters available. Those filters are nothing but trying to make the entire realistic picture into an abstract picture. Now, the abstraction is not fullest here. Abstraction is such a way that ultimately one should be able to recognize these two females and who are they and what are their names and all. But this is the way somewhere you have gone to an process of abstraction. This is the second example where now you can see that a big artist, Hussein Saab, there is a picture of real horses here, and this is the picture of horses he drew. There are a lot of abstraction he has taken. These horses, you will not be able to tell what is the height of it, what sound they are making, what is the name of it. No, actual pictures also, actual colors are also different. The entire grassland he has converted into green land. But in horses, what is more important? The teeth of horses, teeth of their expressions, the way in which they look at their muscles, their power, their behavior in the entire group, that all has come into this. And this photograph may not have value or may have some less value, but this painting has a value which is in crores. And this has happened because of he has abstracted he has added a lot of things into it. In photograph, you can't add anything except changing the light or doing depth of field or whatever. But moment you come to the painting, you can add so many things of it. This is another painting by this big artist whose name is Pablo Picasso. He drew a Guernica, a painting for collecting donations for bombing which was done on the city of Guernica. And this painting was very large, maybe 55 feet or so, whatever, and with a lot of grays have been used into it. And he has used some imagery which gives his expression about the city which has been bombarded. This is also, there is an abstract plus some sort of a figurative work. Now here you come to another big name in the field of art, Van Gogh. Now his own self-portrait, you can see, this is different from the entire real photograph of his. This is the tree which he used to saw years together, and then the way in which he has painted it. It's a blue color daffodil painting tree, and the way in which he strokes, way in which he is putting his own thing into it. That is what is called as artistry, and that is what is called as abstraction. Now coming to another picture of Mother Teresa, the blue color was her identity, and the way in which Hussein Saab has used the blue color, way in which he has used the grey color, way in which he is using the child, the way in which he is showing the fingers. This painting also, and the background of grey background, whatever he has done, this painting also is a world popular painting of Mother Teresa. So this is the way the things get abstracted and aesthetics gets added into it. Now coming to a tribal woman, you see an actual tribal woman and the tribal woman he painted. The tribal woman he painted looks much attractive. It has got a lot of aesthetics because this is not mere description of a tribal woman, but this is description plus a lot of feelings. The face is not shown, eyes are not shown, only directly this bindi shown and lips are shown. And there may be a lot of emotions come into your mind when I'm seeing a face without eyes, only mouth is shown. So there's some sort of expression, some sort of mind turbulence this creates, where this picture doesn't create. So these are all issues which you can find in abstraction. Now cartooning is also some of very important basic art of doing abstraction through simple lines. Through simple lines, R.K. Lakshman used to draw entire character, entire nature, entire behavior of certain political leaders into his small picture, and that is also a kind of abstraction. Now coming to some of the assignments which my students have done in first year when they were just 12 pass. This is a simple picture if you can see here on extreme left hand side. This is a line work. This is the color abstraction. This is something just doing the clouding by using the brush strokes. Here he is removing the colors, and here he is converting into crystals. Everywhere you will find the composition is same, but expression is different. And 100% you will all agree that all these 6 paintings, they visually attract you more than what is the actual photograph. So whenever you abstract something, automatically you go nearer to the purest form of composition in that, and that is the way you start learning the composition. So there are certain examples which you can see. The students have absolutely created fantastic color schemes on this side, which has been inspired from all these kind of paintings, all these kind of photographs where waterlogging has happened. And whenever we look at this, our brain or our human being a homo significans, ultimately understanding meaning. Moment I understand the meaning, moment I wear which location is this, moment I understand depth of water, my interest goes out of it. But in these abstracted things, my interest keeps on lingering on this, keep on enjoying the colors, keep on enjoying the graphics, keep on enjoying the arrangement, keep on enjoying so many things which I am seeing in abstract. So abstraction or doing something abstract has 100% more aesthetic value. So this is also one of the example where students have done this, that simple picture of Manipuri dancing girls. The line abstraction has happened here, and through line abstraction he has enhanced it into his own composition. Now that student was given liberty to make his own compositions, and this own composition absolutely something which otherwise he would not have able to imagine, but by making use of actual good composition he has created his own composition. Now after that he is creating his own color scheme also. Taking from basic abstract color scheme, he has gone to this color scheme. This process gives that student a confidence as well as a proper automobile or locomotive path to reach to understanding and doing compositions. So these are the different ways you can keep on doing composition and abstracting, like using the newspaper cuttings and keep on sticking and doing some sort of a collage, or using gray color kind of thing, but composition remains same and you are learning the composition. Now abstract from an architecture. Now basically the abstract things which are generally easily adoptable in architecture, because function is prime. We never follow some sort of a figurative form to accommodate architecture. If we are designing something for some personality, we don't try and do what he is doing. For example, a musical singer will not make his building design like a tabalji, or sarangi player, his bungalow will not be. His abstract aesthetics will keep on helping. Now these are certain abstract compositions through which even architecture also can be inspired. Simple kind of lines with a lot of complexity into this, and you can see this entire building which is coming up in China. The inspiration has no bars, and ultimately architecture with this abstract form can take birth more classically. Now this is the building with an abstract, some sort of a two-dimensional composition, and whatever you see is an abstract form of an architecture. So learning abstraction, deciphering abstraction, understanding composition in the whole of the painting, that becomes the first stage for learning composition. If you go backwards, you will see like how entire learning has happened in your case, like right from starting what is abstraction, what is abstract, and coming to final architectural form. Now if you come to this, now this is also something very interesting, like the bird nest, and that entire abstract form of that has been used into this. And this ends my presentation, and this I think will help you thinking out of the box. Thank you.